What's going on, people? It's your boy Young Twin in the building. Hope everything's going good for y'all today. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell before we get started here. I need y'all to do that for me. If you want to hear more content like this, well, we're going to get right into the the topic at hand. We got a war going on. I wouldn't even call it a war, and I'm getting sick and tired of it, to be honest with you. Um, the thing about Shannon Sharp is just this thing has been going on for years about white and black, black and white dating each other. And it's just been going so many different ways. I believe people can date whoever they want. Um, it is what it is. I mean, I know Dr. Umar, he speaks a lot about it. Snow Bunny's this and Snow Bunny's that. Um, he speaks about Kobe Bryant leaving his legacy to a white woman or Italian woman, um, whatever Kobe Bryant wife is. One thing Dr. Umar never take in consideration, and he's probably have, but I think he gets most of his content from kissing these women's behinds. So he just that's his thing. That's his lane. Anyway, what's not being well, it's being said, but black women don't want to hear it. Uh, why young black men are going to white women, young white girls. Now I'm gonna say this, and I know we're gonna get right into it, y'all. I'm gonna get right into it. It was the older black men that was getting with white women, and nobody was saying nothing. But now you got the younger boys that's doing it. The younger boys are doing it. But you know why they're doing it? I've been knew why they're doing it. I've been saying this for the longest. I've been saying it. I've been saying it. I've been saying it. But nobody would listen to me. Them dudes, they grew up with their mothers, their sisters, their cousins. I've been saying this, but you know what? I'm not gonna even spoil it. I'm gonna get into it. This lady was in a barbershop, and I'm gonna let y'all get into it. Check it out. This is the wrong one. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, my computer messing up again. 1 second, y'all. We're gonna get it under control. We're gonna get it under control. I'm back. I'm back. I think this will be it. Let's go.
Everybody to meet me on a pier. I need the black women, I need the white women, and I need the black men. This is some seriously real shit that I am utterly disturbed by, and I am just tired because I don't understand why there's this major attack on black women. So this video, if it goes into a part two, not a problem. I'm about to ram it up. I was in the barbershop today. And it was a young black male come in there. He might have been between that 22 to 24 age group. Very handsome, very, very handsome. So I believe he's might have just been coming back from college or graduating or whatever the case may be, because they were happy to see him when he came in. So he sits down, and so they're just talking, what's going on. And he's giving an update. He's graduated, he's got an engineering degree. Oh my God, I'm over there on the proudness. I'm in the background. I don't know him. I'm just kind of sitting down listening to what he's saying. So the barber begins to get filled in on him. What's been going on? This thing and he says, I'm coming back. I'm getting married. So everybody, like great, and I'm so on the side, being so nosy and over there like a proud auntie. I don't even know this young man, right? So they start to kind of converse amongst each other, and they're talking, and so the young man says, "Yeah, I'm having a little problem. It's a lot going on because I'm marrying a white woman, and my family, they're not too happy about it." So the barber and everybody was like, oh, well, to each his own, and this, that, and the other. So the barber was just kind of speaking to him, and he said, hey, where'd you meet her? And he said, oh, I met her in college. And he was like, oh, okay, because back in the day you had all the girls. What made you decide that she was the one? Like, what made you want to marry the white girl or the white woman? No, with no disrespect. So what this young man said after that is what just literally took me out the game. As a black woman, as a black
Now I want to say this. You have a lot of black women that say, "Well, I don't care. I don't care what you do. Do what y'all want. Do what you want." Gentlemen, if you're in the sound of my voice, don't you believe the hype? Don't you believe the hype, sir? They're definitely affected by it. Come on.
black mom in general. So he says that, he come from, of course, the hood and had a hard knock life, just with one mom and no dad and that same shit. Like, don't nobody I hate the fact that that is such a stereotype. We hate it too. But so he goes off to say that when he went to college,
Wait a minute. I want to stop right there. Let me go back for a second.
just with one mom and no dad and that same shit. Like, don't nobody I hate the fact that that is such a stereotype.
But that's the problem right there. It's not a stereotype. It's a reality. You tired of it. We tired of it too. Everybody's tired of it. But let's elaborate a little bit. Why do you think Deion Sanders' sons are catching so much heat? I'm going to switch gears a little bit. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming back. Why do you think Deion Sanders' sons are catching the heat that they're catching right now? Because they're not the sour, they're not the hood black boy with a single black mother without a father in the house. They got their daddy, which was an NFL, and he was in the baseball in what is it? In the NLB. Baseball, I don't know. I don't watch baseball, but he was in that too. And he was a millionaire. He's a very successful man. He has, I think, 2 Super Bowls. He wasn't a sorry, deadbeat black man father. Okay? So they were trained right, they were taught right, and Deion Sanders is a man of God. He's very involved with the ministry. I remember him being on TV, TBN back in the day. You know what I'm saying? With Benny Hinn and them. So he's always been that. So he's taught his sons. So you this woman just said she's tired of. I'm tired of hearing that. Well, we tired of hearing that. And I'm saying all that to say this. Start making better decisions on the men that you let get you pregnant. Because I'm tired of people keep acting like it's the man's fault. Yes, it's the man's fault because he can strap up. But let's be honest, y'all. It's a lot of women out there that's telling men not to strap up. Don't worry about it. I got it. Especially if you got some money. Especially if you got some money. They really on you. If you got some money, they really don't put nothing on. We'll be all right. So you tired of it? We tired of it too. I had to stop right there, but let's continue that. Let's continue.
but just literally took me out the game. As a black woman, as a black mom, in general. So he says that, he come from, of course, the hood and had a hard knock life, just with one mom and no dad and that same shit. Like, don't nobody I hate the fact that that is such a stereotype. We hate it too. But so he goes off to say,
Can't get past it. Well, stop doing it. Why does that happen on the norm in the black culture? Why does it happen in the norm? Why is that normal? I'm just being honest. People always act like I'm tripping. Why is that normal in the black community? Why is that? You're tired of it. You're tired of hearing it, lady. But we're tired of it too. See, I grew up in a both parent home. It wasn't all that great, but it was better than not knowing my parents at all. You're tired of it. We're tired of it too. Come on.
that when he went to college, it was a college that was mixed, but more so of a white college. And he start, meeting up with white friends, and, they introduced him to another whole world that he didn't know existed, and the young girl, she became a friend and then introduced him to their family. And when he goes over there, they're all married, the parents is married, and they have a really good home, and they do things together and they communicate. It's just a good energy, a good vibe. And this man said, I never knew this side of life. My life was always loud and chaotic and always disruptive with my family. So the young man said, he would go over there and they would go on vacations. They would have Sunday dinners. When they had cookouts, there was no fussing, no fight, no arguing. It was just all love and vacations. I was thrown at what this young man was saying in regards to what he seen and what he witnessed being with this young lady and this new side of life. And so he said that, when he seen it, he started thinking about all of the chaos that his life was. It was always baby mama drama and fussing and fighting, and they'll get together as a family and it'll be a fight, and the drunk uncles, the drunk mamas, he was like, my aunt and uncles, they all on welfare and always scheming and always fussing and fighting, cussing, trying to hook up with this dude and that dude. And it's just all these black women, just all that seemed like that's all I was raised up under. That's all I seen. That's all I know. And then I get to the white woman and it's different. And what he said after this is what really broke me. He said, it's like when I came home the last time, he said, and I was in my family's event, it was nothing but chaos. He said the women, they in house shoes and bonnets, they ghetto acting. He said, and I love them, but I don't love it. And he said, being with my white girlfriend, fiance, and her family, he said, you know what it's like? And this is what got me, ladies. He said, it's like if you're in a crowded room and you're surrounded by chaos and just everything, and everything is just chaotic and noisy and loud and disruptive, and you take some headphones and you put the headphones on and you can drown everything out, because when you put the headphones on, it's quiet and it's peace. He said, that's what my fiance is to me and her white family. That whiteness, he said, they're my headphones and they are my peace. He said, and then black women and my black side of the family, they are the noise. They are the chaos.
Wow.
They are.
It's more, ladies and gentlemen. Just hold on. Let's stop right there. It's more. I always wonder why these young boys walk around with headphones on. Now I know. It's time for people to start listening to the actual people that's complaining. Because I'm going to show you a few videos. I probably will and I probably won't, because I've already heard the reasons why. I'm going to say the reasons. I've heard all of the black women reasons why black men don't want to be with them. And it's just ridiculous. How you going to tell a black boy why he don't want to be with you? He's telling you why he don't want to be with you. He's telling you. But you're telling him, no, that's not what it is. It's this. It's because and they always use the same typical thing. You either gay, or you don't like your mama, or you don't like your dad, your sister, or your auntie. They always use that to reverse psychology. No, he's telling you why. The boy just said he been around his sisters, cousins. This woman just said all his uncles and all of that, but the boy probably would have said, he probably did say his uncles. But I know he initially highlighted the women part. Guys could care less about a guy. They don't care. They ain't trying to screw their uncle. They don't care about that. They want a woman when they get of a certain age. See? So These women are trying to tell black men and black boys why they don't want them. We're telling you why we don't want to be with you. You're loud, you're vulgar. And this is another thing I want to say. These young boys are noticing this at an early age. They haven't got married or had relationships, 2 to 3 relationships like old black men. Black men like us, we like, oh, we already know. Y'all don't got so bad to where the young boys are, they know when they 12. When I get out of here, I'm gone. This is how unbearable y'all are. When I get out of here, I'm gone. I'm tired of this mess. And I ain't coming back. But some of them don't think like I can't wait to get out here. I'm not coming back. Some of them, and most of them, most black boys, they don't know. I remember being 17, 16, 17, 18. I met a woman. She was an older woman. She was black, but she wasn't no nigga black. She was real classy. Y'all ever seen Thin Line Between Love and Hate? Lynn Whitfield? She was that. Whew. Man, she was that, yo. She was that. The baddest girl I ever had in my life to this day. And see, when you come up on something like that, you could call it whatever you want. Oh, she turned him out. Well, whatever. He turned out. He happy. See, the white woman, the white girl, we don't even say the woman, the white girl will come along and date a black boy while he's still in the 6th grade. He's not too clean. He's learning how to shower. She's learning how to shower. They got braces on. They sharing lunch. They got fruit cup. She's got liquid. You want a piece of my liquid? He like, yeah, shoot. They already start. Because the little white girl is probably getting taught to be racist at the house. You know, most white girls, they rebellious. I screw you, dad. Screw you, man. I'm tired of it. So they automatically rebellious. I'm going to go and converse with what black boys just because my father don't want me to. And then you got some white parents that's like, I don't care. Do whatever you want. I don't know the situation. Anyway, they end up conversing together from elementary to high school, junior high. I don't know if they still have junior high anymore. They end up doing all of this. And then they end up going to college. That's how it happens. You hear black women saying, how is it these? Why is that? That's what this woman is asking in the beginning of this video. You see how she says he's in college. Let's go back. Look. Because
Hey, sis, meet me on the porch. At this point, I need everybody to meet me on the porch. I need the black women, I need the white women, and I need the black men.
She wants to know. She wants to know why this educated black boy, and most of them are in sports. How in the hell are the cream of our crop, our baby boys, going to the white girls? That's what I went back for. Because the white woman, the white girl, not a white woman, but the white girl, she talks to him different. The black girl is telling him off. He's seen it from his sisters, his cousins. He's seen it from his mother. You know, they always say, yeah, you want to be with a white girl because you don't like your mama. Yeah, I don't. You act like they act like they caught us when they say that. Yeah, most black boys don't like their mother. Newsflash, bing. They love them. They don't want nothing to happen to them, but they hate their ways. You ever been out in public and see a black woman acting a fool, yelling, screaming, acting a fool, and she got her son? If he's really little, he's crying like, come on, mama, let's go. And she has no regard. She's embarrassing him. That's when he's 5. It grows, ladies and gentlemen, to now he's 12, 15, 16. And most of these young boys are raised to be their mother's bodyguard. They're raised to be their mother's caregiver, bodyguard, and to take care of them. And see, once that white girl comes along and rub him on his head and pet him on it. First of all, black boys don't even get no type of good treatment. Our schools are trash, got crappy lunches, trying to keep a good pair of shoes on our feet so we won't get teased in school. Black boys have it hard. I mean, it has gotten better. It has gotten better. The Carmelo Anthony case proves that. He was at a nice school in Texas, Frisco, Texas. That was a nice school. But you have to experience racism as well. I went through that. That's why I know what that boy went through. So either way we go, we have a horrible life. Horrible. Stuff that no other culture could take. So when that white girl comes along and make him feel just a speck of good, what you think he gonna do, black woman, black girl? What you think he gonna do? I mean, y'all like attention all the time. Y'all like to be pampered all the time. Y'all like for somebody to make y'all feel good all the time. Don't you? We're born just saying, shut up and take it. Shut up and take it, boy. And we so brainwashed as black boys and men. We like, we so brainwashed to where we like, yeah, okay, I'll take it. We don't even know that it's better. We're conditioned. We're conditioned to just take it. That's sad, man. So that's how you end up with those boys with, like them that drill rap and stuff like that. That's some of these boys end up, and I'm not saying only a white girl can make him feel that way, because a black girl can make him feel that way too. It's just not, it's just rare. Most of the young girls fighting now in school. They fighting each other. They on top of cars at a young age, popping their thought pockets, fighting. You see what I'm saying? And see that white girl gonna come along and give him an apple, give him some peace. You know what I'm saying? My dad has a whole ranch. You want to come over? You're like, damn, I can come over. You heard what she said? You heard what she said?
I never knew this side of life. My life was always loud and chaotic and always disruptive with my family. So the young man said, he would go over there and they would go on vacations. They would have Sunday dinners. When they had cookouts.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? I remember doing this, ladies and gentlemen. I remember this. I remember going, because later, earlier in my life, I was in some foster homes. When they shipped me up north, I was with a black family, but I was in a white area. It was an all white area. I went to all white school. Okay. I remember. And I remember I would go over to my white friend's house, and it was a whole different lifestyle that we didn't know nothing about. I mean, Dave Chappelle even talked about it. I don't like Dave Chappelle, but he even talked about it. If you look at one of his shows, he talks about how he went over his white friend's house and they had stovetop stuffing. And he just wanted to try that stovetop stuffing. You know what I'm saying? Black people, we make dressing, but we still wanted to try that stovetop stuffing. And white people had stovetop stuffing. Let's keep it 100. If you're from the 80s, if you in the 80s, y'all know about the stovetop stuffing. Everybody wanted it. I mean, white kids just live different. White people live different. I just remember that, man. Like, wow, this is, and next thing you know, I'm gonna tell you this how crazy it is. Watch this. I remember I will come back after experiencing that life that goodness, that fun, and I would come back to my life, man, the black folks around me could feel that I had some fun. My aunties, my mother, they could feel that you've been having fun, nigga. You've been having fun with them white folk. And might go upside your head. Pow! Get your behind in there. Who you think you is? You might get beat up. You might get slapped because you had fun. And you ain't supposed to have fun. You supposed to shut up, cater to me, and do what I tell you. Now get outside and take out that trash. And ain't nothing wrong with taking out trash, but you know, it's just horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. And so that white girl comes along and shows him a good time, shows him respect. I remember talking to my first white girlfriend. I'm talking to her, and she was looking at me like, "You don't know that? Like, why would someone talk to you like that? What? Who talks to you like that?" I'm like, I didn't even want to tell nobody. I'm just, now I'm lying to protect the black women in my family or my black people that in my community, black girls in my community. That's horrible. You know what one girl told me one day? That's a horrible way to live. That's horrible. She was about to cry. That's horrible. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, why you crying? I'm the one hurt. You know what I'm saying? Wow. That blows black boys away. And I'm gonna tell you something right now, man. When a black girl or black woman sees that you're getting some type of good treatment, they get mad, man. They get mad. I remember dating. I'm gonna give you an example. I remember I dated white girls in the past, and you could walk in a McDonald's or a restaurant or a clothing store or whatever, a church, whatever. If you got a white girl on your arm, you can feel all the women. Woo! I can feel it now just talking about it. You can feel all the black women going, "You nigga, you ain't nothing, nigga. How dare you come in here with that white girl? How dare you? Who you think you is?" Whoo! It's wild. But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. They cannot intimidate these young black boys got heart. They ain't like my daddy, my generation. They ready to die for what they believe in. Shouts out to the young black boys. You know what I'm saying? It started with Chief Keef and them. Them boys ain't playing. They ain't worried about it. They don't care what you think. They're not gonna let you make them feel like they're a piece of crap because they want to date whoever they want. And it's a double standard too. It's a double standard. It's like they worship a black woman that dates a white man. You better go, girl. You better go, girl. I know that's right. I know that's right, girl. They worship that. But if a black man does it or a black boy does it, you are a disgrace to your race. You don't love your mother. You don't love your sister, your grandmother. And you just, and you know, the young black boys are like, yeah, I know that's how y'all feel about me. We know, but I'm still going to go ahead and be happy. They don't care about what you think.
There was no fussing, no fight, no arguing. It was just all love and vacations. I was thrown at what this young man was saying in regards to what he seen and what he witnessed being with this young lady and this new side of life. And so he said that, when he seen it, he start thinking about all of the chaos that his life was. You know, it was always baby mama drama and fussing and fighting, and they'll get together as a family and it'll be a fight, and the drunk uncles, the drunk mamas, you know, he was like, my aunt and uncles, they all on welfare and always scheming and always fussing and fighting, cussing, you know, trying to hook up with this dude and that dude, and it's just all these black women, just all that seemed like that's all I was raised up under, that's all I seen, that's all I know. And then I get to the white woman and it's different. And what he said after this is what really broke me. He said, you know, it's like when I came home the last time, he said, and I was in my family's event, it was nothing but chaos. He said the women, they in
Yep.
house shoes and bonnets, you know, they ghetto
Yep.
acting. He said, and I love them, but I don't love it. And he
Yep.
said, being with my white girlfriend, fiance, and her family, he said, you know what it's like? And this is what got me, ladies. He said, it's like if you're in a crowded room and you're surrounded by chaos and just everything, and everything is just chaotic and noisy and loud and disruptive, and you take some headphones and you put the headphones on and you can drown everything out, because when you put the headphones on, it's quiet and it's peace. He said, that's what my fiance is to me and her white family. That whiteness, he said, they're my headphones and they are my peace. He said, and then black women and my black side of the family, they are the noise. They are the chaos. They are the noise.
That's sad, man. That's sad. But you know, women going. It's a second part to this, y'all. It's only 50 seconds, but women are going to hear this and they're still gonna rebel. But I'm still gonna, uh, still gonna play it. Let's play the second part. She did a second part to it. Come on.
Video cut off. But, you know, he said, black women, they are the noise. They are the chaos that was in his life. And now he has put on the headphones and received that peace from his white fiance and her family, with all due respect. But my question is, why the hell are we always so targeted? We as black women are consistently here to protect everybody, but there's not a damn person out here protecting us. And
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What she say? Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know she didn't just say that, yo. Okay, now my computer's freezing.
we as black women are consistently here to protect everybody, but there's not a damn person out here protecting us. And the first
Wait a
person,
minute. Wait a 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 minute. First of all, I want to acknowledge the older women from back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and the 60s and the 70s. Let's just get that out the way. They helped raise a lot of the white children and the black children. But let's talk about the modern black woman. What are you talking about, ma'am? No, you don't. I mean, I'm sure it's still some there that do it. They do it. You got some good black, but it's not enough. It's not enough. And the children is the temperature. It's the proof that the mothers are different. The parenting is off. You want to see the atmosphere, the temperature of something, of the parenting? If you want to see the temperature of parenting, look at the children. And I know you can't control children. I know people gonna say, wait a minute, you can do all your best, and sometimes your child can just go out there and do some things. You're right. But that's a certain percentage. Because white kids, they raised with everything, have the world given to them on a platter, and they go out and shoot up a school. I get it. I get it. But that's a certain percentage. They're not doing it every day. We're talking about the majority. We're talking about the majority. Look at the broken homes. What the women are picking. What are you guys doing? Who are you protecting? You say you protect people, but you don't have nobody protecting you. They just put up a statue of a black woman. They just put up a. They, she trying to on here trying to act like black women don't have respect. Black women run the country right now. You got white women, white. You got white man, white woman. Then it's black woman. Then you got the immigrant. Then you got the black man. What are you talking about? Black women got everything. That's why y'all feel like y'all can do anything you want. They just put a 12-foot statue in the middle of Times Square 4 days ago in New York. It's down there. I just did a video on it. Go look at the videos. Go look into my live link, not the recorded link. Go look into the live link, ladies and gentlemen, and you'll see I did a video on it. What do you mean? Black women got it made. They can do anything they want. They spoil. You can have babies. The government will take care of you. You get housing, cars. What are you talking about? Black men take your crap. I don't understand what she's talking about. Come on.
Black women are consistently here to protect everybody, but there's not a damn person out here protecting us. And the first person that will attack us is our men. I don't care what you say.
I don't care what you say. Are you serious? No, what it is black men are finally speaking up. It started with Kevin Samuels. Men were speaking, but no, they wasn't speaking. The COVID, when the household got shut down, the country got shut down, that's when men rose. Black men, let's say that. That's when we got a voice. That's when we got a voice. Before that, it was like, shut up, nigga, shut up. They could shame us. They could call us gay. They could call us weak. You ain't no man. You ain't no man. You ain't no man. Oh, yes. Kept our children from us. Put us on child support. That Mexican woman is not going to put her. They're going to all stay together. She's not going to put her man on child support. They're going to work. They're going to work together. They're going to stay in the same house. She's going to respect him. He's going to go stand out in front of Home Depot, jump on the back of a truck, and she's not going to belittle him for it. She's not going to do that. She's not going to say, nigga, you on the back of a truck. You ain't nothing. I want to get me a ball player. Is all the rich men in the world, do you think these immigrant women are trying to get with ball players and football players? They want to be with their men. Immigrant women are not trying to get with American men because they rich. Some, you probably got some. We talking about the majority. Half of them won't even talk to you. They act like they don't talk English. Hey, how you doing? I know nothing English. They speak English. They just trying to blow you off because they're going to stick with each other. They're going to stick with each other. But black women won't stick with they men. They won't do it. If a black woman sticks with her man, she'll be attacked. You saw that when Monique was attacked, when Tabitha Brown was attacked. Anytime a black woman sticks with her husband or a man, she's sold out and she's a weak woman. Yeah, and that's the sad part. So I don't know what this lady's talking about. We don't attack black women. We are just speaking out now. We got a voice. Kevin Samuels popped off. Now you got the internet is flooded with black men with courage. I told them. I said, y'all, they danced on Kevin Samuels' grave. Woo, that was a close one. I said, y'all think it's over. All he did was spark. That's all he did was spark a match. It's on now. Black men started. They saw what was going on. And black women can't take it. They can't take it. So now they're using the reverse psychology. These men out here soft. You're soft, nigga. Well, you could call me whatever you want. All right? Because let me tell you something. I'm talking with my boy Nino Brown. Let me tell you something, man. Black men have options. And y'all been fooling black boys and men all these years. Black men, we got options. Y'all go ahead and keep it up. And it's starting young. That's why you got this lady on here crying. You can tell she's an older lady. Look at her. She's an older lady. Listen, look at the last thing she said. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care. No, see, that's the problem right there. We telling you what the problem is. I don't care what you say. It ain't that. But don't worry about it.
Is our men. I don't care what you say. Our men. This young man was not attacking us, but for him to compile and say that all black women are noise and every other race is their piece is heart wrenching.
Well, it's heart wrenching. And look at you sitting in the car on TikTok, hurt. And guess what, ladies and no, not ladies, but gentlemen, all of them feel like this. If it's not all, it's most of them. Let's go to some of the comments. Mrs. B42, this is a black woman. She says, ma'am, we don't own those men and they don't own us. The fact that he found peace in another human being, no matter the color, should be something we are all happy for. That's a black woman that said that. Okay. All right. This is a white woman right here. Tabitha Williams 5. Part 1 was enlightening. Part 2 turned into victim mentality. Oh, she's saying that this lady was enlightened. Her first part I showed y'all, it was enlightening. And then part 2, she turned into a victim. Yeah, she did. She did. Nice point. Blade Brown, that's a dude. Let me see. He looks like a white guy. You were in a male space listening to men talk amongst themselves about their lived experiences, and here you go on the internet complaining about business that isn't yours. This is what I'm trying to tell him, Blade Brown. This is what I'm trying to tell him. It's like you go to Home Depot and you get something and it's in a box and they're going to tell you how to put it together. It's like they're saying, man, forget those instructions. Forget them. The manufacturer, the manufacturer that made the product, they're telling you what the product is, how to maintenance it, how to put it together, how to maintain it. Excuse me. And who am I to come along and say, hey, man, screw that. Open up the box. Try to put it together the way I know. You can put it together, but it's going to fall apart because you didn't read the right directions and it's not going to last long because you don't have the right knowledge to maintain it. You see what I'm saying? Speaking metaphorically. How you going to tell a man or a boy how you going to tell them what they like? We sitting here telling you what the problem is. And you saying, no, that ain't the problem. That ain't the problem. Okay. So what you want us to do after that? We're not finna keep fighting with y'all. I got another comment. What you say? Let me see. Retro Stan. This is a black dude. He says, this post is why. Exactly. Yes. Jasmine in the comment says, I don't feel he attacked. He's speaking his truth and his experiences. And she looks like Latino, Mexican or something. I don't know. Let's go down here. Christy Michelle McBriar. Looks just definitely a white girl. He didn't say all. He said his family. That has nothing to do with you or anyone else. I'm happy for anyone who finds what they need, regardless of anything else. Overbrook guy says the truth hurts. Big Hot Rod. I don't know if that's a black dude or. You missed the point, ma'am. He was talking about his family and his experience. The way you told the story, he made it clear he was talking about the women in his life. Well, I would he talking about all, sir. Yeah, man. I don't know what to tell these people. I'm gonna tell you like this. It's time for people to start listening, because if you don't, it doesn't even matter at this point. It don't matter. Pretty much the young boys, why they always talking about these young boys going to these they're talking about Shannon Sharp. These young boys going to the white girls. Do you see what's happening? They're going pro. They're proposing while they're in college because they're getting ready to go pro to white girls. I mean, it's happening like over and over. And all y'all can say is, yeah, yeah, that's why she gonna take all your money. Y'all do it too. That's why you got so many people that's happy that Shannon is getting what he's getting. But he's gonna beat this because it's all crap. Shannon's gonna beat this. This is a shakedown. Nothing's gonna happen. Shannon's gonna beat this. But just like women were exposed when Kevin Samuels died, dancing on his grave, just like they exposed themselves. This Shannon Sharp situation just exposed how evil these women are and how much they want us to hurt. You see what I'm saying? They that mad at Shannon Sharp that he's with a white woman having sex. They that mad that they rather see the white woman take all his money. Think about that. I seen people in the comments going, "That's right, Becky, get him for everything." This is why these young boys don't want to be with y'all. They know how y'all think. They live with y'all. They grew up with y'all. They know about they aunties, they mother. You think they didn't hear you talking about their daddy? You think they didn't hear you talking about men in general? You think they don't? They know. And y'all wonder why these young boys doing what they doing, man. That's y'all loss. Anyway, I need y'all to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. And we're gonna keep it hot until the next time. We gonna holler at you. Peace.